We're here in Seattle, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. First pitch moments away. Our starter in this one, Logan Gilbert. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ready to go? Luis Arraez stands in. And that is out of play. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. That one the other way. One up, one down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, this is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the next to hit, takes ball one. Inside, and that's ball two.
2-0.
Foul ball there.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2-2.
There's a line drive to left field. And a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came off his bat.
Gilbert throws over. Tatis dives back in. And now Jackson Merrill. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Can't glove it cleanly. He's able to win the race to the bag, and they get it out of the play. Now Machado up here. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike two.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
And takes low for ball one.
0-2 count. You've got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Cuts on it and misses. That's his strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back at T-Mobile Park, today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Here's Victor Robles.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Wood!
And he chases a high fastball there.
1-2 is the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next offering down in the dirt. Line drive, takes it in for the out. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Fastball for a strike. That one fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hayward squeezes it, and that ends the inning. Scoreless after one. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Gilbert back to work. Cronenworth, a seventh-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to two strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the slider just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Into center. Nice grab on the run. One away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Bogarts measures 6 feet 2 inches. A member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Aruba. On the ground to third. Slides for the stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that plate. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Here's Jason Hayward.
Ball. 1-0.
Two out, space is empty. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball. 2-2.
Second inning here, no score. That misses, and it's 3-2. Ripped on the ground to second in plenty of time to first, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Darvish kicks, delivers. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. And a breaking ball misses outside. One out, base is empty. Next offering misses, and a count 2-1. That one missed.
That's down.
One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Mitch Haniger in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
No
Good
balls,
late
2
sink
strikes.
on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the DH, Tirso Ornelas. Outside
That's a
low,
ball.
and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Robles makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Elias Diaz. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Top of the 3rd, no score.
Inside, ball.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
One down, base is empty. And down on strikes. 2 away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Padres go down quietly. Still no score. Back in Seattle, now here is J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
Right through there for a strike. That one ripped right center field. Back there. And it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. there was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. He was late there, strike one.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Late with the swing there. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Got him swinging.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's Dylan Moore. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike two.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
2 down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike two. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Next pitch is outside. And that's in the dirt. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Fernando Tatis Jr. And that misses.
That's the ball.
Ball one. They'll say this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
2-2 for count.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Grounded out his first time. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now it's Manny Machado. Struck out swinging his first time. Tap foul at the plate.
That's the ball.
Tatis,
1-1.
the runner at second with 1 away. That one is absolutely belted. Robles going back. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Robles quickly throws it in, and that holds the lead runner at third as it's a double at second and third now with 1 away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Next to hit, Jake Cronenworth. Golden opportunity right here. Ball 1
No,
there.
that missed. That's a ball.
Two on, 1 out. And another ball.
That's low. That's
Well,
a
this
ball.
is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back.
That's
Let
the
your
ball.
hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
3-0.
Xander Bogaerts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Yeah!
Second and third, 1 away. Center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. We're tied at 1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at-bat. To the right side, Moore throws to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th, all tied 1-1. And we're back, bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Mariners, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to
1-1.
stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
That clips a corner.
1-2. That's low. That's a ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Now batting,
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Fly to left his first time. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next pitch, not close, up high. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-2.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
A Rosarena in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Heck one.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hayward right there to make the grab. That is the inning. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Jason Hayward. Hayward, a former Gold Glove winner, 35 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. First pitch just misses.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field's that second hot corner, in my opinion.
The wind of the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Rodriguez. And puts the squeeze on that one. One up, one down. And now it's Tirso Ornelas. Flied to right his first time. Ball one, no strikes. Swings through that one for strike one.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
One down, base is empty. Stays alive. Struck him out looking.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze it.
And now it's Elias Diaz. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the corner for a strike, and the count 1-1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2-2.
Outside.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Score remains tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. Darvish back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Darvish delivers. Ah, that hit him.
Take your base.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Now batting Mitch Haniger. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, dude.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Runner takes off. There's a ball.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Hit on the ground to the right side.
Ball.
And that's just foul. That one misses. Full count 3-2. J.P. Crawford in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Raley leads off second with nobody out. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. That is upstairs for ball one. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now the third baseman, Jorge Polanco, struck out swinging his first time. And a strike. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. Slider misses outside. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Got it. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Now here is Dylan Moore. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Right through there for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
One out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-2.
That's off the mark. And the count is even, 2-2.
2-2.
And that one missing low.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Victor Robles on deck for the M's. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And now it's going to be Victor Robles. There's a strike. And the slider just misses. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Finds his way through, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw's offline, he's safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for Yu Darvish, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Sean Reynolds gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, 2 outs. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 2 in this one. That misses the zone. 1-0. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Yuki Matsui, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Crawford, the lead runner, out at second. Robles at first, 2 out of the inning. Oh, that one rides up and in.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
2-2's the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. First and second, 2 down. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 5 innings complete. It's the Mariners 3 and the Padres 1. Back in Seattle, new inning getting started. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias. Out to short, Crawford. Fires over to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. 1 down, base is empty.
Nope, ball.
Fought off foul. Pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now at the plate, Jackson Merrill. Just missed. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. Over to first, safe. Here's Machado, 1 for 2. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. And we're level. It's 3-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Just off the inside edge. Now a fly ball to right center. Rodriguez sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Two across on this San Diego homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Back at T-Mobile Park, now it's going to be Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Up the middle, that's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. That one missing inside. On the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Fires to second for one. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So digging in, Luke Raley. And that one is inside.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Mariners go down quietly there. Still tied 3-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Gregory Santos.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. He's grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Crawford throws to first in time. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Jason Hayward. And that's outside.
Outside.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Gabe Spire preparing to come on if needed. Snyder getting cranked up as well. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and the count 1-1. And that's in for a strike. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. Ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
2-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
You're usually going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Now the DH for the Padres, Tirso Ornelas. That's inside, and that's ball 1.
That's a ball. 2-1.
Just missed. High fly ball out to center field. Rodriguez settles under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jason Adams.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So now here's the DH, Mitch Haniger. Just missed. And the 1-0. And that's down and away.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
There's a swing and a miss.
So hard to touch.
Two
Being at
balls,
the
one
top of
strike.
the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Shortstop, JP.
Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. He's already homered in this game. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Strike 2. Bullpen action for the Padres. Jeremiah Estrada, the young right-hander, up and throwing. One down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
And the batter now, Jorge Polanco. And that one pulled foul. ground ball to the right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. And Polanco is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Seattle, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. Santos back to work. Check swing, called strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That misses. And now it's even 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Andres Munoz, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Next for the Padres, Luis Arraez. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's through there for a strike.
0-1.
That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-2.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Rodriguez makes the grab on the run. Nothing across here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied up at 3 apiece. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Donovan Solano.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
And it's fouled off. That misses. And 1-1.
1-1.
And there's a ball. The 2-1.
Nope, ball.
Victor Robles in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The 3-1. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. That to right. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Victor Robles. In the air, right side. Tatis hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
2 outs. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And that one is in for a strike. And that skips in the dirt. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. Cal Raleigh, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Out towards right center field. Tatis nabs it, and that is that. It's the 9th, and we are tied.
Now pitching for
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Andres Munoz.
Andres.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And there's a strike.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Here comes Manny Machado. He's already homered here in this one. That's too low, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And misses inside.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Jake Cronenworth in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. All tied up. You're at the top of the 9th. Check swing, and he went. Now 3-2. Got him swinging. 2 out. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a breaking ball misses outside. To the right side, into the outfield, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ssılka.
Here's Bogarts now. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. That catches the top part of the zone, and that's strike 1. The shortstop
1-1.
takes the ball. And a strike on the outside edge.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Here's a 2-2. Got him looking. That's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Hard of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jeremiah Estrada.
Number 56. Jeremiah Estrada.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh, 1 for 3.
Well, 1 swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
First pitch misses. Action in the pen down there. Robert Suarez, the closer, is getting loose. This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Randy Arozarena, the next to hit, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one's in there, 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Stepping in, Luke Raley. First offering, and it just misses. And a swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Struck him out swinging. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Nothing doing here this half. 10th inning coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. We're back, and a new arm on the mound as we start extras. Colin Snyder. Here's the left fielder, Jason Hayward. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one fouled off. Line drive, that's a base hit. Here comes Bogarts around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's 4-3. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
No outs, runner at first. Tirso Ornelas. The next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. There's the strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
One on, nobody out, a run in here in extra innings. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. See you later. And they add on. It's 6-3.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And first offering is fouled off.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in the top half of the 10th. That's in there, and that's strike 2.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. You're going to let it go. You better be ready to swing it.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at-bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. Just
that missed.
missed.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swings through that.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
I'm sure that feels pretty good after going hitless in this one so far. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Arise, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Edward Bizzardo getting ready to go. Thornton getting loose as well. Next offering is downstairs. There's a strike.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Already 3 runs across in the frame, and here in extra innings. And a swing and a miss there.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Next offering is down low.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and a runner left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Padres 6 and the Mariners 3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Robert Suarez.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And now the DH, Mitch Haniger. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Next pitch is downstairs. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's down and in. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, no outs. And now J.P. Crawford. In there at the knees. 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And now the count is even. Just misses there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Late swing, foul to the left. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the last half of the 10th.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
1-1.
Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's a strikeout looking. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So they're down to their final out. Here's Donovan Solano. Ball one, no strikes. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And this one looks like trouble. Here's Haniger on his way to the plate. Save, he beats it. And it's 6-5.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Robert Suarez done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Yuki Matsui taking over on the mound.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
So runner at second, 2 down. Victor Robles up next for the Mariners. That one catches the corner for a strike.
0-1.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The M's down to their final strike. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. With the tying run at second, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.